Thank you, Gina. Good afternoon. I'm Trey Martinez Fischer. You've heard these speakers, and let's review where we're at. In the last 48 hours, Senator Ted Cruz told the president, "You're losing the narrative on immigration. Change up the language. We're losing credibility." We have a governor of this state who has now said we need to recalibrate the tactics of Minnesota, which I think is rich, coming from a governor who put barbed wire on the border, buoys in the water, and now oversees a police force that is shooting tear gas into crowds of peaceful protesters, many of them from a church. But I can tell the president I am not an expert, but I can guarantee you to change your strategy of detaining 5-year-olds and putting them behind harsh and cruel conditions is not a winning strategy either. And it is up to us, all of us, because we know where Dilley is, and we know that every migrant who comes through on their way to Dilley passes our community. We know about Liam coming through San Antonio. We know about young Genesis, a 5-year-old girl who was picked up in Austin, stayed in a San Antonio hotel before she went to Dilley. And so that puts all of us on alert. And for San Antonians, this is not the fight we have asked for, but this is the fight that we need to finish. And we have a very rich history, and we have credibility in being in these spaces and standing up for our community. Let me remind you that Texas has the largest African American population in the country. We have one of the largest Latino populations in the country. And when we needed a state observed holiday for MLK, San Antonio civil rights leaders organized that in Austin. When Latinos felt like they needed a helping hand, the founding of LULAC, the founding of MALDEF, the founding of the American GI Forum has deep roots in this community. Folks, this is who we are. And it is our job to double down, to have Liam's back, to have Genesis's back, to give the support to our federal representatives, to send them empowered to deliver a strong message, not only to the Trump administration, but for those members of the US Senate that now have the power. And we're all in politics, and we know the game, and we know that there's always a outside message and an inside strategy. We let folks know that we know about that, and we know how to count. And the only way, Mr. President, that we are going to bring change to this country is we need to crush some ice. Yeah! Right? And we will do that dollar by dollar, appropriation bill by appropriation bill. I've been very proud to serve with many men and women here who have left the state in hopes of rallying the nation so that we can do things differently. Congresswoman Crockett knows she and I camped out Senator Manchin's office for a good bit to talk to him about changing the rules on the filibuster. We want our members of Congress to let our senators know that we are watching, America is watching, Liam is watching, Genesis is watching, and we are not going to stop, and we're not going to quit until we bring justice to those families, until we change the tone and the tenor and the scope of this conversation to recognize what someone told me this morning. We're all God's people. We're all God's children. And we have to treat each other like the least among us. And that begins with those families and those children in the Dilley Detention Center. And so, San Antonio, it's our job. Let's step it up. I now want to bring up my colleague. This is the district that we are in, and is represented by Representative Diego Bernal.